I mean, I don't want fat, but
She says as she puts ice cream in her
it's
mouth.
rainbow sherbet.
It's healthy.
It's so much healthier than ice cream.
I agree. It is.
Let's buy the pink one.
Mm-hmm. It's raspberry.
Raspberry, I like raspberry.
I know.
Raspberry, no. Mama,
What?
apple to my nose.
I don't know.
There it is.
Oh, okay. I was worried there for a second.
Hey. Where's my nose, Mama?
Let's see. Who's in here?
It's gone.
Is anybody in here? Hello? Hi, Jean Norton.
Hi, Jean. Just eating some rainbow sherbet. How are you? Decided to go live because.
Hey,
Hey,
Jen.
Jen.
Hey guys.
Hey. Like, because I don't know when to go live now. Baby, go eat your ice cream.
Buddy, go on. You can come back.
You do like it.
Okay, bye.
Okay, fine. I don't really know when to go live anymore because Nikki goes live.
Hi, Brandy.
Hey, Brandy. Southern Mom goes live on Wednesdays. Just Ann is not going live on Thursdays. So I'm live tonight because I was like, well, how about that? Fridays is the grow streams. So, and Saturdays, everybody's busy. So I'm going live right now. And I'm eating some ice cream. And we're gonna be real fluid about this and see where the night takes us. You guys can ask me questions. You can
She might answer them.
request different things. I don't think the light's on in there. Oh, I guess it is. Close the door.
Not you what, Brandy?
Not or what?
I don't know. That's what I said. She said, not me. Oh, it's Melissa.
Hey, Melissa. Hey, do you want me to congratulate you on not saying I am Spandies?
No.
Who wants me to congratulate
Just-
him?
Oh, Brandy said she's not busy on Saturday.
Oh. Well, sometimes we don't have kids on Saturdays, so it's kind of like our date night. Or sometimes we just have one kid, so we kind of want to do something special. I tend to not do a lot of YouTube on the weekend.
We do have ice cream for everybody. You just have to come pick it up.
Yep, it's rainbow sherbet from Baskin Robbins, which is my favorite.
Hey, Missy Slaughter.
And Missy, I really enjoyed our last live where we just kind of freeballed it and just decided what we wanted to do as we went. So this time I'm eating some ice cream, but I can do makeup.
Hi, Laura
Or I can
Ann.
not. I can do whatever you
Hi,
want.
Diogo.
I can do whatever you like. Or not. So, the Tula face mask that we got at Ipsy, I've tried one. They're really weird, okay, because they're not sheet masks. I thought they were sheet masks.
What are
They're
they?
like the lip mask where they feel like almost like Jello jigglers, and you just kind of smooth it on your face, and it's like gel. It feels really good. It's nice and cooling, but not a sheet mask.
J-E-L-L-O.
I was very confused. I was like, "What's this like?" And one side has texture and one side didn't, and I don't know if I just didn't read the instructions right or not, because I wasn't sure which side to put on, because it comes in halves. So the top half of your face and the bottom half of your face, but
Oh, you caught us. No Drama Makeup Mama is the ice cream licking bandit.
and I don't know. I like rainbow.
I did think it.
Okay, thank you
I
for
washed my hands too.
awesome.
Hey, Tavi Smith. Oh, there's the rabbit.
Yes.
I really like rainbow sherbet, and we went to get hibachi tonight, so we drove by Baskin Robbins, so we got a quart of rainbow sherbet.
Bye
So-
guys.
Bye. So what do you guys want to talk about? Anything? Nothing?
Send it straight to Bluebell. They're so angry. You didn't hear about the girl that lit ice
that's
cream?
so gross. It was a tin roof Sunday. I don't like that kind, so.
Oh, Jean Norton says you look like her daughter.
I do? I'm hoping that's a good thing.
Now.
You don't want the rest of your ice cream? Okay, we'll give it to Daddy.
Okay. Daddy, can I mark?
Oh, I can show you the new eyeliners I got in. I know the eyeliners.
Here, yeah, I did them.
Where in here?
Yep.
Oh, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah. I got a bunch of color pop eyeliners.
Here you go.
No, I'm gonna go to mommy and daddy.
Right.
I would be embarrassed if that were my daughter too, but that sounds like something our daughter would do.
So I got this color, which is a baby blue. Becca, I need you to calm down.
Okay.
Thank you. So I got a baby blue. I got
Pink.
a like aqua. And you probably are like, that's the exact same color. It's not.
Take this for a second.
Okay.
Yep, you
See,
take
that's
these
like
off.
blue and that's like an aqua.
Yep, come on. Wait. So Lauren, are you saying you'd be embarrassed if that was my daughter? So are you saying? Wait, I'm real confused. That girl was juvenile. Oh, the licking the ice cream girl. Hello, Ashley. Okay. I was so confused. I was like, what are you talking about? If I lick it, I'm not eating it. But I have really small teeth. Okay, so the next color eyeliner I got. What you doing, Ashley? Hi, happy vlogs. You just made a big salad. We just ate hibachi, and now we're eating rainbow sherbet. I love the big salad.
I'm sure your town is in a rough uproar. The lady ice cream liquor. Okay, so this is another one I got. It's
Gimme.
pink. So because I got the Ooh La La palette, which is the pink palette.
Ooh, what kind of hot dogs?
And then I got. Is this a different color than I have? Yes, this is like.
Ooh, it's ankle song.
So I have the highlighter yellow. And then I have this. And then I have this. So the one I got is kind of in between those two. And then last but not least,
We're good, Ashley. How are you?
I got a red one. Ooh. Although I could just use Jeffrey's lipsticks, but. So what do you guys want to do? You want me to talk about something? You got questions to ask me? You got. I'll do whatever. I'm just kind of chill.
Just hanging out,
Okay, now?
chilling,
No?
like OGs.
Oh, jeez. Oh, actually, I'm gonna stop and got glazed donuts to go with my rainbow sherbet, but I didn't. I decided not to. I decided it was a strictly rainbow sherbet kind of day. I do have some Golden Valley cream filled cakes in the cupboard, though.
Delicious.
What are people saying?
Laura has the James Charles palette she just bought. She needs to play with.
Ooh.
It's a good one to play with.
You
A
mean
lot of colors.
This palette, isn't it weird? Like, you can talk about something and just be like, BAM! That was magic, right? Like, I mean, that's a little magical.
Oh, Melissa's husband finally went back to work tonight.
Were you excited about that, Melissa? Okay.
No, sherbet doesn't have a lot of sugar.
Mm-mm.
It's fairly healthy and delicious.
Leave me be. Let me live my life. I have so few simple pleasures.
Gina in a bottle.
Let me address something. Because I'm sure some of you have probably seen that I'm over 3,000 subscribers. And you're like, why isn't she done a 3,000 subscriber, or why didn't she say anything about it? Because I don't know what's happening with my YouTube. 2 days ago, no, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, I don't know, a while ago, I got like 1,200 subscribers overnight.
And then they went bye-bye.
And then they literally went by, and within 24 hours, I lost every single one of them. And then the next day, I gained like 1,076 subscribers, and then I lost like 200. So I don't want to have a celebration because I don't know if those are mine. I mean, I contacted YouTube and was like, what is going on? Because then, and like my views on my videos are all wonky. Like my Jeffree Star was showing I had 70 views. Then if you clicked on it, it said I had 2.2 thousand views. It's just, something's off with my YouTube. So that's why we haven't had a celebration. If it's legitimate, and I really do have 3,300 subscribers, yay, awesome, that's so awesome. If it's not legitimate, then, you know, I don't know. I don't feel like celebrating it, because I'm not sure what it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, YouTube's weird. It happens.
And for naysayers, I did not buy subscribers. Because if you buy subscribers, they're going to at least stick for more than 24 hours. You can go and look on my Social Blade, and it says I got 1,200 subscribers, and then within 24 hours lost every single one. Like, that doesn't happen. That's a glitch in the YouTube system.
Oh, Gene got a Jeffree Star palette at a yard sale for $2.
Really? Which one?
That's a steal. Any of them, who cares?
You better sanitize that shit.
Spray it with alcohol.
Spray it with alcohol, please.
Yeah, buying subscribers are important, but it's not the
Once
most
you're monetized-
important number.
Once you're monetized, it really doesn't have anything to do with how many subscribers you have, unless you're trying to like get PR or something like that. But really, it has everything to do with how many watch hours you have and how many views you have, because that's what you get paid for. You know, if that's what you're going for. So I mean, my watch hours and views are great, so I'm not worried about that. But I don't want YouTube messing with my analytics, because it looks really bad when you get 1,200 subscribers in a day and then lose them all on the same day.
Definitely alcohol. You don't want to get the pink eye.
Yeah.
Because that's how you get pink eye.
You get like a fine mist sprayer, spray the whole thing down with alcohol. You can be pretty liberal with it and just let it dry. Don't
You're
touch
right,
it.
Ashley. She said, regardless, crappy people are going to say terrible things because they are terrible. So ignore the haters.
I haven't gotten any haters, but I'm sure I have them.
Yeah, haters are beneath our notice anyway.
I just, you know,
Ooh, mini. I didn't know there was a mini jawbreaker
yeah. I
kit.
just didn't get it.
Yeah, the jawbreaker palette's awesome.
Here's my thing. I put this on Instagram. I don't know how many of you follow me on Instagram. But I was thinking a lot about today because I was in one of my moods. I get in my head a lot. And I was like, makeup is just a tool. You know, like makeup can alter your appearance. Makeup can drastically change your appearance. Makeup can be flattering. Makeup can be not flattering. But makeup is just a tool. Makeup is not beauty. And I think that using the word like beauty for beauty industry, like that's such a weird misnomer, because beauty has nothing to do with makeup. And that's why I put that post, because I really meant that. Like beauty to me has nothing to do with makeup or how your face looks. Beauty is about your soul. And beauty is about being a good person and about being having humility and being humble and putting others before yourself and doing unto others as you would have them do unto you. Like that's beauty to me. I think anyone, like, and that's why I was like, you know, I really am trying, turn a new page.
Turn the page.
Turn a new page, and my goal right now is everyone I come across, I want to find the beauty in them. Like, find the beauty in everybody I meet.
Ooh, but some people ugly on the outside and the inside.
But everybody has the ability to be beautiful. I sound like I'm drunk right now, I know, but I'm not. I'm just eating rainbow sugar.
You're just so
Everybody's
beautiful.
so beautiful. No.
everyone has the potential to have beauty in them or have a beauty shine. Because I think beauty is that shine that people have that like radiates off of them warmth and kindness and, you know, that grace and stuff and understanding. And that's what makes people beautiful, not makeup. Because makeup just enhances your physical features, but at the end of the day, you know, what does that really mean? That doesn't make you a better person.
Of course, Gina, you don't have to ask. You can share something exciting with us.
Real?
Yeah.
Share. I'll eat my ice cream. My shirt.
Tell us. Tell us. Oh, it's her last week of work.
Awesome. Are you excited? But yeah. So I've been very contemplative today. I get in these moods. And that was one of the things that I was just like, you know, if everyone would just stop for a second and, because we do, we judge with our eyes first. It's just something, I mean, I don't want to say it's human nature, but it kind of is. Like, you just immediately, like, not necessarily judge, but like, what is it called? I've forgotten the word. Appraise someone when you meet them. Like, oh, you're tall. Oh, you're short. Oh, you're, you know, whatever. You have brown hair. You have blonde hair. Like, it's just something naturally our brain does just to be like, okay, there is a person standing in front of me. But, like, how much nicer would the world be if we could really give true compliments too? Like, not just be like, oh my god, your hair is so pretty. But if we were like, oh my gosh, I could feel your kindness from all the way across the room, you know? Or like, I saw that you held the door open. That was so nice of you to do for holding that door open for them. Or you see a mom with a bunch of kids trying to go in the grocery store and you like open the door for them and be like, girl, bless your heart. Like, bless you for doing this. And just let them know you're there. Like, that to me is being beautiful. I don't know why I'm talking about this. It's just because it was on my mind today.
That's what lives are for, just to let your thoughts and your feelings come out.
I just really, I don't know. Because there's so much ugliness. And I'm not saying ugly is physical either. But there's
a lot of that too.
There is, but there's so much ugliness
And hatred.
and hatred and just visual.
Prejudice.
And it's like, guys, if you just took 2 minutes, like, I don't care who is sitting across from you, you could probably, now I'm not saying all people, because there are some people, like, I mean, if Adolf Hitler was sitting across from me, I'm not going to be like, I love your beauty. Like, no, he's a bad man. But just some random people that you meet, or maybe somebody that, like, you think did something to slight you, you know, like, maybe somebody cut you off in traffic, and you're like, but you don't know, maybe they didn't even realize you were there. I've done that, you've done that, let's be honest. We've all done that. We've all cut somebody off in traffic. Like, did you do that intentionally? Probably not. So they probably didn't either. Or just if you see, you know, a mom struggling, like, and just, I don't know. Somebody else thought.
Be nice to each other.
Mm-hmm.
See the good in people if you can.
Because toxicity breeds toxicity. So
It is easier to be nice to people than to be nasty. You're right.
and it makes you feel so much better. Like, I'm sorry, but like, being nasty to somebody or being nasty about somebody doesn't make me feel good. Like, and that's been weighing on me. Like, I don't want anyone to think anything. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Hey, Tia.
What's up, Tia?
Ooh, Jen cut someone off today on accident.
It happened.
Hey, Carrie Racy.
Hey, Carrie.
Tia was sleeping.
She got up really early this morning.
Yeesh.
Like 5:30.
Yeesh. Sure you didn't, Jen. Sure you didn't.
She didn't mean to.
I know, I'm just joking.
So yeah. Let's I don't know, where's this life going, guys? Where's it going? Tell me a direction.
Karma, yeah. Karma is a thing you do. We reap what we sow.
We do. I just think that if everybody in the world would just sit down and talk to each other, like, come in with an open mind, no prejudices, no, oh, I know this person said this or this person said that, and you got first-hand accounts from each person about what actually happened or what actually was said or what actually was done, there would be so much less conflict in the world, like on a global scale. Like, if I was ever president, I would be an awful president. But I would go into any negotiation and be like, okay, we are going to lay all the cards on the table. We're not going to be passive aggressive. We're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to hold this behind my suit just in case I need it. No, just lay your cards on the table and let come what may.
Jean wants to know if you are a spiritual person.
Yeah.
Very much so.
I'm not a religious person. But yes, I'm a spiritual person.
Well, and that's when we have these conflicts and these hostilities and this hatred, we all lose sight of the one thing that we have in common. We're all children of God, and we are all equal to one another.
That's a good point. Also, another thing I'm going to say. Like, when I said that toxicity breeds toxicity, it really does. Like, we should all be able to love and support each other without. Now, granted, look, if you don't like somebody, you don't watch them. You know, like, if somebody just really bothers you and you can't find the good in them, then don't watch them. Don't be on YouTube with them. If they're a person in your real life, don't communicate with them. There's nothing wrong with cutting toxic people off in your life or cutting toxicity out in your life. You should, because you shouldn't want to have that bitterness inside of you. That bitterness will drive you crazy, because the longer you let it sit in there, the harder it gets, and the more attached to you it gets, and the harder it is to come back from that. And I think that a lot of times we as individuals act on impulse. Like, if we feel we're being attacked or we feel that we've been wronged in some way, instead of taking a step back from a situation and being like, was I attacked?
Hey, Eric Garcia.
Hey, Eric. Or was this something that somebody actually meant to say? We just immediately go on the defensive because you want to defend yourself. Just like I did in my other video where I was like, hey, I'm defending my character because I felt like I needed to defend my character. But
You already have Jen's vote for president. Tia will vote for you as long as you give her the look through the television.
oh, I was going to make you my commander-in-chief. Or not commander-in-chief, my chief of staff.
Ashley just wants to pin down people and fart on them until they're nice.
That's fine.
Hey, Life with Stephanie.
Hi there, Stephanie. How are you doing? Oh my god, I should stop breaking that.
Gina said that this week was very eye-opening for her.
Was it?
Was there anything in particular that opened your eyes?
She doesn't have to share if she doesn't want to. I'm not trying to be like.
Well, I mean, she just made the comment.
Oh,
That's
I'm
what
just saying
piqued
I'm
my
not
interest.
I'm trying to be no drama right now.
Yeah, bitterness does eat away at you, and a lot of people lack self-awareness and self-reflection, and at some point when you think, oh gosh, you know, all these people wrong me, everyone's against me, maybe we need to look at ourselves and realize that we can be the problem.
But it's not just that.
That's part of it, though. That's
Radical acceptance, people. Oh my gosh, I got ice cream all the way down. Why didn't you tell me? you have to accept, and I'm not saying this as a you, everyone has to accept that the only, and I've said this so many times on my channel, but I'm going to keep saying it until there's no more issues. So I'm probably going to keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. You cannot change how someone feels. You cannot change how someone acts. You cannot control other people, and you cannot control situations if there are other people involved. The only thing in life that you can control, and I don't care if you are spiritual or not spiritual, this works for you. The only thing you can control in life is the way you react to things. So, and the way that you react to things shows a hell of a lot about who you are as a person. But the thing is, you're never going to be able to make somebody change. If somebody doesn't like you, they're not going to like you. If somebody is a crazy person, they're a crazy person. Like, you can't do anything to change that. And I think, especially as women, we tend to want to fix people. I know I do. Like, if I see my best friend too, one of my best friends is, like, if you have any kind of problem, she'll be like, okay. Like, she's got like a 5-point bullet list going already about things that you need to do. And that's not necessarily healthy. Because we can fix our problems and stuff that we create, but...
Okay, we're going to need to catch up on comments here in a second.
Go ahead.
Okay. Let's go back here. Well, first, Laura and Eric have been arguing about who's been a subscriber of yours longer.
Laura, horseback rider?
Yes, Laura in now, but Eric said he was your first subscriber.
You want?
Well, life with Stephanie, she's not eating anything anymore. It was rainbow sherbet from Baskin Robbins.
It's gone. Here.
Let's see. Jean wants to know what to do when the toxic person is kinfolk.
Cut them out of your life.
I don't think you owe anything to anybody. A toxic relationship is a toxic relationship.
Blood has nothing to do with who is in your circle. Like, I'm a firm believer of that. Just because you do not owe somebody something just because they are your blood relative, or your in-laws, or your cousins, or your great aunt's second cousin twice removed. Like, there should be loyalty to family, but if that family doesn't show you loyalty in return, then radical acceptance. You know, you can't expect things. If things do change, people change on their own. People have their own realizations and change on their own. And you have to be willing to accept that too. Because that may happen, and that's awesome. But if they don't change, you have to accept that. Like, I used to always get irritated when certain things would happen to me, and I let it irritate me every single time it happened. And finally I was like, why am I letting this irritate me? I know this is going to happen. So I need to stop putting myself in a situation to be disappointed. Because if you keep repeating the same decisions and keep getting the same outcome, you can't be mad at that other person. Because they're not doing anything wrong. They're just being who they are. So you being frustrated because they're not responding the way you want them to respond is just frustrating on your part. It's not frustrating for them. It's like girls who try to change guys. You know, they marry guys trying to fix them. Can't fix people. It's not, they have to want to fix themselves. Like, people have to want to do things for themselves because inherently we are why am I forgetting words? Like, easy words.
Well, there's a quote that is often misunderstood and misphrased, and that's blood is thicker than water. But the original quote is, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb,
Yep.
which is actually the complete opposite of
So
these saying.
you vowing to someone to be there for them, and you vowing to be family for them, and you, or like the sacred vows of marriage, you know, that is a stronger bond than you having birthed someone or someone having birthed you, or you know, because that you had no choice in. You have no choice in who your parents are. Like, you can't pick your parents, but you pick your family. And you know, there are some families that are super tight and super close and do lots of things together, and that's so awesome, and I think that's great. But not all families are like that, and I think
And
that,
that's okay.
and that's okay too, and it's okay to be frustrated about it, but be able to move on, to be able to be like, you know what, this isn't changing. When I realized that it wasn't me, it was them. You know, like, because at first it was like, you want to put it all on yourself. You're like, oh God, I'm such a horrible person. What's wrong with me? Why don't they like me? Why is it always a problem with me? And then you start thinking about it and you're like, okay, but would it be any different if it was anybody else? Maybe it would. But you know what? I'm me. And I'm not going to change who I am to accommodate someone else. Unless I need to.
But we love our family.
Yeah, we do love our family.
Not to sound like we're some family hating crazy
Hey,
people.
Mom. Hey, Bill.
Yeah, no. But that's not to say that our situation is everyone's situation, and there are oftentimes issues with family. Then that always puts that extra stress on people. Like, they work extra hard to try to make it work, even when they shouldn't.
Yeah. Where are you going?
That's sticky.
Well, I don't know. There's like.
I know. I gotta catch you
Catch
up.
up. Catch up. Catch up.
Let's see.
Does anybody want me to put makeup on, or are we just talking truth right now?
Let's see.
I'm sticky.
Yeah, some people are just jealous of the success of others. And that can be strangers, that can be friends. Gina, it's human nature. A lot of people are just envious by their nature.
There's a reason that the expression "the grass is always greener" is an expression. There's always going to be somebody that is better at something. Like, I learned in retail because I used to always want to be the best. I wanted to be number one and irreplaceable. I learned very quickly that anyone will do your job, and anyone will probably do it for less money as you and probably better than you. And being able to be humble and stay humble about it and be like, I can do what I can do, and that's okay. That's a really hard thing to accept, especially for me, because I'm a type A personality. I want to be the best, and I tend to be very competitive. But I'm trying really hard not.
Hey, Grumpy.
Hey, Barb. I'm trying really hard not to be that person anymore, and just to be able to, you know, I've never been like the jealous type so much as it is just like, ooh, that person's doing better than me.
I must crush them.
No, it's not necessarily really crushing them. It's more of it drives me. Other people's success drives me to be better. But at the same time, in the reality,
Hey, Carl.
well, and it doesn't necessarily watch out for trolls. It doesn't necessarily mean that like I'm competing with anyone, because I'm competing with myself. Like, I want to keep putting out better content. I want to keep being able to do better eye looks and hone my makeup skills and get better at what I do. It's more of my thing is more of I do a competition with myself. But once again, this all comes back to radical acceptance. You can't help the way that someone else feels about you, your channel, what you're doing, your lifestyle, your job, whatever. You can't help what people think about that. If somebody is jealous of you, then it doesn't really affect you. Like, how does that affect you, you know?
Grumpy says you need a mic.
I need a mic? I do need a mic, but I don't have one, so
The mic we got was terrible.
I use my phone to film, Barb, so this is what you got. I could try to talk louder, but like I said, jealousy is a one-way street. It's that bitterness and toxicity. Jealousy goes right in there with the bitterness and the toxicness. Like, it will eat a person alive, but that's not your problem. You know, radically accept it. You can't help if people are going to be jealous of you, Gina. You can't help if people, you know, aren't going to like something that you do or think that you're, I don't even know. But, you know.
Don't measure yourself on someone else's standard.
No. And the thing is like, especially for us in the YouTube community, especially us in the beauty YouTube community, it's really easy to do. It's really easy to be like, oh my gosh, this person's so much prettier than me. Oh my gosh, why is this person getting so much more PR than me? Oh my gosh, this person's been doing this for so much less time than me, and look how many followers they have. Like, oh my gosh, look at these people's skills. Like, I do that too. I'm not saying that I'm like this saintly person that never feels anything bad. Like, believe me, there have been times that I'm like, how does this person have that many subscribers? What? You know, I've done that too. Like, I'm not saying that I'm like this perfect, innocent angel. But at the end of the day, their success or failure has nothing to do with me. You know, and I try to stay in my lane. Like, I really do try to stay in my lane. Because I feel like that's where I belong. I don't belong in other people's lanes.
You can be in my lane, baby.
Do you want to catch up on chat?
Let's see. Gina wants to do her hair like Spangy's,
Ooh, that'd be fun.
but that would probably involve a perm.
Oh, absolutely. Spangy's has like crazy curls.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. And prayers, apparently.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gina said she didn't think anyone is jealous of her, just people in general.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, we were also kind of speaking generally with
Yeah,
that.
I was speaking generally. You're just the one who said it, so I used you as an example.
Tia says you don't need makeup because you're gorgeous. Don't steal my lines,
I love
Tia.
you, Tia.
Me love you long time.
Yeah.
Oh, Jean said you're pretty just like her daughter, and she was a pageant girl.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I don't have anything on right now. Just got that humidity glow going on.
Tia said she's about to steal my wife.
Do it.
She's trying. She's trying hard. No eyebrow.
So yeah, that was all I really wanted to say. Anybody else want to talk about anything else? Do you want to talk about some makeup? You want to talk about makeup? You want me to do a look? You want me to rub this brush all over my face?
Oh no, I think Melissa's trying to claim me too. She's
Oh.
my wife.
Melissa claimed me a long time ago. Like a long time ago. She was one of the first people to claim me. So technically she has rights.
Who's Shannon Bear?
Who's Shannon Bear?
I don't know.
Hello, Shannon Bear. Where's Lucy?
What? I will come to Minnesota and I will destroy you all.
No, you won't. So do you guys want me to do some makeup? Or do you want me to just keep talking? Ooh, that feels nice. Ooh, that feels nice. I just want somebody to do this to me for like an hour.
Who is Shannon and who is Carl?
What is Shannon saying?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Life hid them. I think they were trolls, but not very good ones.
Well, sometimes people just talk weird, so don't just like hide people if they're not saying anything mean. I don't understand trolls.
Trolls. And people with too much time on their hands and not enough intelligence. What are you doing?
I don't know, it feels good. I'm waiting for the public to tell me what they want me to do, or if they just want me to get lost. Look, doesn't that kind of look like lips?
No. Oh. Yeah, those washout colors are a fun experiment if you don't want to commit to something bold for long term.
Yeah. They don't work on my hair though, because my hair's too dark.
Bleach it.
I don't want to bleach it.
Go platinum.
No, my hair is thinning. I don't want to bleach it and cause more damage. No more damage in my life.
So, did anyone check out the top 10 palette video? Is that a kind of a recurring series you would like to see? Something you might be interested in? What kind of troll was it? Tell me. Was it a cave troll?
Was it a horny troll?
Abby. It was Mighty Pups, but it wasn't not turning on Mighty Pups.
Okay.
It was Mighty Pups, but it was not turning on.
What do you
Mighty
mean you
Pups.
got booted and kicked out when you blocked that person?
Wait, what? Watch what person? What's happening?
Wait, what?
Give me the phone.
Not happy, had to re-sign in and everything, and it said I was blocked out of my own channel. What?
Who are you talking about? Who's talking?
Daddy, I watch YouTube.
Go in there.
Who's
Just
talking?
for a second. Ashley. That's weird.
Is Ashley the troll?
No, Ashley's not a troll. No, Berries and Cream didn't get any kind of mention.
Yeah, it wasn't in my top 5. Sorry.
Would it be in your top 10? Top 20?
I don't have that many palettes. You guys act like I have like closets full of palettes. I really don't have that many palettes. Sorry. I don't have that many palettes, guys.
You've got quite a few.
Yeah, but not that many.
More than most people.
Maybe. Less than Ashley.
Ooh, Ashley's heated.
What's wrong?
I don't know. Something crazy happened. I literally read you verbatim what she said.
But how do you know she's heated? If she hasn't said anything else. Bibbidi bobbidi.
Don't listen to Tia. Don't buy Berries and Cream, Gina.
Berries and Cream is very pretty, Gina. I have it. Somewhere.
You have more palettes than Grumpy.
I don't know, Grumpy. You've got a Barb. You got a bunch of makeup. You just don't use it. So this is Berries and Cream.
There it is. Berries and Cream.
I will say that I like many things about this palette. I don't like that you have to bend it really hard to get it to bend all the way over. But the pan size is really big. It's very soft.
Hi, Kitten Vision Network.
Hello. It is very soft. The colors pay off really well. I like that there's only.
What do you think of? Gina wants to know what you think of groups on YouTube.
What do you mean?
I don't know what that
I don't know what
means.
a group is on YouTube. I may not be cool enough to know what that is. What are you doing?
This is gonna be just for Tia.
Don't do that. That's my makeup. Ew, Larry. I put that on my eyes.
It's clean garbage.
Gross. They're so nasty. Ugh. I really don't have that many palettes, guys.
Clicks? Yeah? I don't know. That was just for you, Tia. That's showing you how I really feel.
Are there clicks?
I don't know.
I'm sure there are.
Yes, she means clicks.
Like Mean Girls?
I don't know. People are just.
I'm counting my palettes right now.
People have a natural inclination to splinter off into groups, but I think YouTube is vast enough and the community is so large, and that this channel in particular is so inclusive. There's no reason to break off. She's counting. She may need an abacus.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Whatever.
Daddy,
Oh, buddy.
what about YouTube?
No, you can't watch YouTube right
You're
now.
watching Mighty Pups.
No, it's
You
loading.
can't watch it right now.
It's loading.
Okay, then it's loading, honey.
It's loading too long.
Okay,
no.
let's come get it fixed, okay?
I may not have to steal her. She may run away on her own.
It's loading.
Since I threw your pallet in the trash can.
I don't know. I'm not really sure, like... I'm not a part of a clique, I don't think. I don't... To me, that's, like, super high school. Like, I'm just not... I forgot my number. Not in. I have less than 50 pallets. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. I just don't. I don't know. Like, that's just so high school to me. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand why you would have to. Like, obviously, you're gonna have groups. Like, beauty groups have, you know, beauty lovers and stuff like that. And you have people that like certain things, and so they're gonna be more inclined to be with certain people. But I don't know. I mean, I think it's silly to have things that are like, you can't sit with us, like that kind of stuff. Like, that's, to me, is retarded. Like, that's so stupid. Because I don't know about you, but I want as many people to come and watch my stuff as they can. I'm trying to motivate people and get them to like me and like makeup and like themselves. And so, like, I don't see the need to be like that. We should just give them all to you. I could probably survive with like 2 pallets. I just have lots more than that. Where is the boy? Are you talking about my son or my husband? They are both men, boys. Well, like it's not a man. Where is the boy in the thumbnail? Oh, he's in my bedroom watching Mighty Pups. Why are you deleting him? Don't, Ashley, he didn't say anything wrong. Okay, well, I mean, he's not saying anything that... Oh, yeah, I didn't even know that there were groups on YouTube, so...
But missing my phone.
Yeah, Lady Killer J, my son is watching Mighty Pups in the bedroom. He's had his fill of us. I think I put my pallets back in a different order, and they only fit in a certain order. So it's probably not a good thing. Alright, crap. You guys have any other questions for me, or comments?
Questions, comments, concerns?
Concerns. I fit 4, yes. Don't like this palette. Don't like that palette. Anybody? I can cut it off. You guys are kind of over it. I get it. It's a Monday night. People have other stuff to do.
Wow, lots of trolls tonight.
What are people saying?
Stuff that I can't repeat.
Well, I want to see it. So give me your phone.
they're hidden and it's taken care of. We'll deal with it later.
But I can't
We're
deal
not
with it
gonna-
later. I can only see it when we're live.
I will tell you
No,
what
you
it
won't.
was later.
No, you won't. Just like you said, you told me last time that you didn't. Okay, well, if people want to be mean after I literally just said the whole thing about being nice to people, then let's go ahead and end this before it becomes something that it doesn't need to be. Just remember, guys, that it's not worth it. It's just not. And if that's what you're here to do and that's what your life is, I'm sorry.
What are the Sunnies?
That's a group on.
Yeah, okay.
It's a bunch of people.
Hey, Jeanette.
And I'm sorry, guys, if that's your life and that's what you like to do, awesome. You do you, we'll do us. You'll keep getting blocked from people's lives.
They're just wasting their own time and other people's time.
It's not wasting anybody else's time, it's wasting their own time. So yeah, so this went really weird, and I'm sorry if this is a weird one, and I'll probably take it down. I love you guys though, and nobody really wanted me to do makeup, so I'm not doing makeup, so I'm just gonna go. But I love you, and everybody take a deep breath and let it out, and be still, and be kind.
Love you too, Tia.